Welcome back everybody, and I did finish most of the event, well mostly the limit break part of the missions here. Here is the Red Gundam event. When you do the missions enough times you get rewards. I still haven't done this one yet. Doesn't really matter though because I got all the limit break pieces for the Red Gundam, and we're going to see the 40% stat boost up for using all the limit breaks, and we're going to do a short test run just to see if it can, you know, perform way better than it did in the level 90 showcase. In the level 90 showcase, I only leveled it up to its max level 90. I'm probably not going to use any SP conversion chips, so I'm just going to leave it at level 90 for now. I haven't leveled up the weapons yet just because they are a huge grind. It's recommended that you can do this when the next event comes out because it just says fierce enemy assault. It's not just for the Red Gundam, so keep that in mind. Even if you don't finish upgrading all of its weapons, which is going to be a long grind on itself, even then, even if you don't finish it when the next event comes out, you can still gain the materials to level up the weapons. So if you wanted to do that, that's possible. I don't think I can finish it in time. We have like a week or two left, I believe. We'll see though. It takes a lot of mats and a lot of AP, so I will see if I can do it all. But for now, I am only going to do the fully limit break and max level, and the pilot being at level 45, because that's when he unlocks all of his skills. I think that's where most people will stop with this unit unless you really like it. Then you'll probably level it up even more and SP conversion chip and whatnot, and upgrade the weapons and whatnot. So let's just limit break it. We did actually get an extra copy while we were doing the missions. Kind of useless now, it's just kind of there to look nice, I guess. We'll be using our things that we got, or chips or whatever you want to call it. First limit break is 20%. Let's look at the original stats real quick, keep this in mind. Let's just look at the attack, 5,505. Let's limit break it once. There we go. Yes, we do. That's one limit break. As you can see, the stats increase pretty drastically. That's almost 1100 damage up, almost 10,000 HP up, really good energy up. Like overall, really solid. So let's just keep upgrading in. Let's just do both, I guess. Might as well just do both for the 40%. And there you go, fully limit breaked. You'll love to see it. Those are some really good stats, honestly. 70,000 HP is really solid. That is a lot of energy right there. 7,700 attack is really good. Defense is solid, and the mobility is also very solid. 12,390 is actually really good. Let's just throw in one of our attack pieces that we got. I believe you get this when you do the intermediate missions, so might as well just put that on. It is looking very chunky, I must admit. Almost makes me want to level it up to level 100. I'll think about it. As you can see, let's look at our highest UR. I think it's Le Xian. Actually, I think you can filter it by power, rarity, levels, CP. It's actually higher than the freedoms, and my freedom is fully max leveled with a level 2 EX, so that's honestly pretty impressive that it has higher. Well, like I said, every unit will have around the same stat. A fully duped SSR is the same level as a UR. I said that in my other videos, but if you didn't watch those, there you go. A fully duped SSR, even if it's a freebie, I guess is no exception because it is almost on the same level as are my URs right here. So yeah, pretty impressive. And if I leveled up the pilot too, it probably would be even more impressive. I'm kind of tempted to do it now. I believe the G-Quads can reach around the same level too, so keep that in mind. So yeah, this is the Red Gundam, very stacked up now compared to what it was before. We'll keep the pilot the same, Shinji, just cause at 45 that's when you unlock all these skills. Obviously if we leveled him up, his stats would be a lot better now. But like I said, I'm not really sure I really want to waste too many materials on these guys. I might on Eternal Road if I have to do the hard missions whenever I get to that. I'm kind of lazy on those. But let's just take him out real quick to a stage. We'll do the... Actually, we don't have enough AP to do that. So we'll take him out to another mission. I like to do the 00 stage. Let's just set up our team real fast. I'll probably cut here just to save some time. Here's the team we're running. Doesn't really matter. These guys right here, they're kind of just to support the Red Gundam. I almost forgot its name. Keep in mind that its main weapon is not beam, it's special. So you want a supporter that at least helps. The Freedom will not help because it doesn't count as beam. I made that mistake in my other showcase. So keep that in mind. This team doesn't matter, it's just there. So yeah, I might actually try to switch for somebody that actually has special defense down. Let me see if I could find one real quick. So apparently the Cubulate right here actually has that ability to nerf enemies special defense by 20%. So that was unintentional. Yeah, I just had it on my team. But yeah, let's get into it. We'll set up its team, what it can do, and its best damage outputs. So here we are in the mission. These are the enemies, G and X's. They have decent amount of health, not the best, but decent enough. Let's see if our little Red Gundam can do some damage to them. Let's use this. His skills aren't really damage based, so don't worry about that. Almost pretty solid though. Compared to earlier where it was only doing around 20,000, now it's doing around 30,000. So almost a full, 50% damage up, 40%. Keep in mind we do have a damage up part that gives us 7% more damage. So if you really wanted to add them up, if that's how it works, it would be like a 47%, almost a 50% compared to the 90 level showcase. So let's actually move up the Cubulate here. We are going to use it to hurt the boss a little bit up there. I will get rid of these ads a little bit because the Red Gundam still can't really kill by itself. I think that's more because its weapons just don't do enough damage. Like its third ability, its bits are good, but the pilot just doesn't have any damage scale up, and the damage, like I said, is not particularly on the high side. Same with the Gundam hammer and all that. So unfortunately that's just more the suit, it's a free to play. Can't expect too much from it. But I am still impressed by its stats and all that. So let's just clear these guys out real quick. I'll probably cut right here. So to test its tanking ability, I'm probably just gonna throw it over here with these enemies, see how well it can tank and all that. We do want to keep its tension high so we can get his damage up. As you can see, his damage is going higher, 10%. Can he one-shot the enemy now? Let's check. He still cannot, unfortunately. Let's just move him right here, I guess. See how well he can tank. His energy is not a problem anymore compared to the level 90 showcase where we were almost running out of energy. But right here, it seems like he has plenty. And also don't forget his pilot skill gives him 40 plus energy, so keep that in mind if you think you're gonna run out. We'll actually end right here just to see his tanking potential. Let's keep the Cubelay here, we don't want it getting attacked. And we'll just end our turn right there. They're trying to attack the Exia. Foolish NPCs. Which one are they? Why is he attacking the Freedom Gundam? Why is he not attacking the Red Gundam? I would have wanted him to do that instead, but whatever. They did about the same damage actually, weirdly. Okay, 9,000 is not bad against enemies like this. And look at his HP, it's honestly really high. How much HP does the Exia have? It's a pretty tanky suit too. It has around 99,000, but then again mine is a 100, so keep that in mind. How much health does the Freedom? Because it looks like it's really close to the Freedom in terms of stats and whatnot. Well, we can't really tell because it took damage, but I think the Freedom has a lot less HP. The Red Gundam just has a lot more AP compared to it. What about the Xi'an? Around the same. They usually have around the same. So, like I said, fully duped SSRs are pretty much almost equal to a zero duped UR. So, if you don't have any dupes with the URs and all that, you're going to see that they can, you know, put around the same level as a UR. Just remember that obviously URs are going to have higher stats and all that. I mean, not higher stats, better skills, and well, they will have higher stats if you dupe them, but they're just going to have better skills and all that. Shinji is a good pilot because of his extra counter support chance, but the problem is that I lost my train of thought. His abilities, yeah. His abilities are not the greatest other than the 40% energy up. The other one is kind of a throwaway, the range up. Well, it's not a throwaway. Both of his skills are good, don't get me wrong, but I feel like he just needed a attack buff instead, because he already has stupidly high energy. At level 90 it was a problem, but now it's the energy is a problem. You kind of want attack up because he doesn't feel like he's doing enough damage. But like I said, both of these abilities are still good, don't get it wrong. Let's just move all my units up here. We'll try to attack him without him dying, hopefully. We want to see the full power of Red Gundam. Let's do that. We'll try to attack with the Cubelay first to inflict a special down on it. Let's just move everybody up, surround it. I'll actually cover right here just so we can get the full nuke power of it, see how much damage it can do. So here we are. I actually forgot to get up the Red Gundam's counter support when it attacked the Exia, the enemy, so it did do decent damage on this enemy. This mission is like 125 CP, so it's not on the easy side, not on the hard side either. Let's try to debuff him real quick. We did technically go 20% damage taken the debuff because Shinji hitted him with his ability, his weapon, defense down 20%. If it was Ariel or the Xi'an, it would have been 25%, but hey, it's better than nothing. We do not want to opt in, we don't want to kill it just yet. Let's try to get it out. Let's get these guys out. There you go. Here is a psycho pressure for the nerf. There you go. And now we are going to nuke the ever-loving crap out of this guy. Let's put freedom here. Let's you know, turn up the heat right here with our vigor. It's just as a meme to show how much damage we can reach with the Red Gundam. Like I said, remember this isn't 25%, this is only 20%, so keep that in mind. Right here. So right now he has a 20% nerf on special weapons, which is funnels, and a 20% defense down. So without further ado, let us see. 41,000, that's not, he was doing around 30,000 normally, so when you account both buffs, debuffs on the enemy, that's how much he's about going to do on the enemy. And with that, let's just meme on him, full damage. And there you go, around 208,000, not bad. He's not doing as much damage as the other guys, like even if you, well, I can't get it out, but well, let's just get these out, check real quick. That's 60,000 gone. That's, how much was that? That's around 60,000, and that's around 59,000, so almost 60,000. You have to account that they are also getting the buffs. Well, they are benefiting from the debuffs on the enemy, except for the special. Well, actually, the aerial is getting the special nerf, I believe, on the enemy. Let me check that real quick. I believe it counts as special. Yes, it does. It counts as a beam and special, so keep that in mind. So there you go. That's around its full potential, around 40,000 with its bits. That's not bad for a free-to-play, but when you are looking at these URs, they're taking around 60,000 every hit. They're nerfing the enemy. He also nerfs the enemy too, so keep that in mind. But I think he really would have benefited from, like, ooh, hiccup. He really would have benefited from an attack skill like the aerial instead of his like energy 40% up. It's good, but like when you limit break the unit, you're going to see that energy really isn't a problem anymore compared to when I didn't limit break it. So I honestly would have switched that, the energy 40% up. Here's what I'm talking about, by the way, 40% up. I would have switched that instead for a attack boost, at least 15 to 20%. But it is what it is. I just don't feel like he's doing as much damage, but he is still a very, very good support, even at fully limit break. So let's just nuke this guy right here. We'll see the animation right now. Also remember, this is only his weapons at level 1. You can fully upgrade them later down the line if you really want to grind it. Freedom did around the same damage too. Aerial did a lot because of the nerf. Yeah, as you can see, the funnel nerf really helped. The 20 aerial basically got a 40% damage buff because they had the 40% nerf. So like I said, I think the best friends of the red Gundam would probably be the aerial and the new Gundam. Anything that has special well, even this Cubulate can help it out too, because its psycho pressure can reduce damage taken from special weapons up 20%. So if you don't have the new Gundam, this is also a very good alternative to help your red Gundam get out its max damage potential. So yeah, that is the red Gundam. Pretty solid overall. Like I said, I haven't upgraded the weapons yet. Ooh, give me a sec. Sorry, that was an alarm, but yeah, basically that's it. Almost full power. You can see now we're only doing around 30,000 without any debuffs on the enemy. So like I said, keep that in mind. We can still kill either way, so just throw an arrow. There's a power of support, by the way, really solid. What if, no, we can't do that. Let's do this instead. Let's throw in Shinji. It's basically the same result. Yeah. Wait, this is 156, and the other way is actually, let me check this real quick. 162 is what I'm talking about with the red Gundam's range. If it's too close to the enemy, like it was right here, it can't use its bits. That's what I really don't like about this unit, that the bits are 325 range. So if you're too close, it won't work. And it's its strongest weapon too, you really want to use it. So like I said in the other video and in this video, keep that in mind. if you are doing a support attack and all that. This is why supports are busted, by the way. Look how much we can do in one turn, even when these units' turns are over. Even when their turns are over, they're not over. That's how busted supports are. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. This is basically what most people will have at the end after grinding a level 90 Red Gundam fully limit break. I will level up the weapons over time, but that's going to be its own kind of grind. So that's about it, guys. Let me know what you think, and take care.